So, this episode of Rampage kicked off with Adam Cole facing off against the newly signed Jake Atlas. And interestingly enough, Cole is the number one ranked wrestler in AEW today with his 0-0 record. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets an AEW world title match against Hangman Adam Page. And it was a really exciting match, but towards the end, Atlas would try to go for a springboard, but Cole would intercept it with the super kick, and Atlas tweaked his knee, and then Cole locked in a knee bar and forced Atlas to tap out. And then Red Dragon came out after the match, and they were about to all gang up on Atlas, but then Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends came out to make the save, and the Undisputed Era retreated. And then Excalibur announced that the TNT champion Cody Rhodes was not medically cleared to compete at the Battle of the Belts event on Saturday against Sammy Guevara, so his brother Dustin Rhodes was going to be stepping in as a replacement to determine the interim TNT champion. And then Tony Schiavone was backstage and interviewed Andrade El Idolo, and Andrade started teasing a rivalry with Darby Allin and Sting when he suggested that Darby was working for Sting, and he asked how much it was going to cost to buy out Darby and have Darby work for him instead. And then Hook faced off against Aaron Solo, and I am really not joking when I say that Hook might be one of the most over wrestlers in AEW. Like I said, this Send Hook thing has just taken on a life of its own, and it's really propelling him to stardom. But at the end, Hook locked in his Red Rum submission and made Solo tap out, and he kept it on after the bell rung to send a message. And after the match, QT tried to attack Hook, but Hook caught him with a suplex. And then Ricky Starks announced that he was going to be defending his FTW World Championship at Battle of the Belts against Matt Sydal, and this was really just a way to send a message to Dante Martin to continue the rivalry between Team Taz and Dante Martin, because it took Dante 3 matches against Sydal to beat him, but Starks claimed that he was only going to need 1, and he also set up a match for Dante Martin against Will Hobbs on Dynamite. And then the AEW Women's World Champion Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter faced off against Riho and Ruby Soho, and in the end, Hayter accidentally hit Baker with a forearm, and then Riho would roll up Hayter and pin her to get her team the win. So with Britt losing momentum going into Battle of the Belts, I feel like she's probably going to end up retaining, even though that was already probably what was going to happen, because Riho was probably not going to become a 2-time women's champion. And then we had our main event, which was a no DQ, no rules, no holds barred match between the team of Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, and the team of Daniel Garcia and 2.0. And in the end, Santana would finish off Parker with a discus lariat and pin him to get their team the win. And then after the match, Garcia and Lee would try to continue the assault by taping Kingston in the ropes, but Jericho would leave the broadcast booth and came down to chase off 2.0 and Garcia. So overall, a pretty good Rampage leading into the Battle of the Belts event the next night, and we'll see what happens in the 3 title matches we have.